Welcome back. We're here with Will from Will's Asphalt Sealing. We are at Goodfellows, which is a cigar lounge in Toledo, Ohio. Will, thank you so much for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And we met at BNI a couple months ago, I think last year,
Exactly.
and I'm very excited to, you know, have you on. And you're a good person, so thank you for coming on.
Thank you, man. Thank you for recognizing. Likewise, man.
Yeah,
I love the platform.
yeah, thank you. So, when does someone know it's time to get their driveway seal coated and repaired?
The rule of thumb is when you can't remember the last time you got it done,
Yeah.
and when you look out there and just notice that it is starting to tarnish. You're seeing it gray. It's lighting. It's starting to get gray and whiteness coloring, and you see you're starting to develop cracks in the surface.
And is there, like I think a lot of people look at their driveway as like, oh, like I can just like leave it go. I can let it have cracks and things like that. Is there an advantage, or can you talk about the advantage of consistently getting it repaired versus just leaving it go?
Yes, yes. Well, asphalt is basically an asset. It's a home asset, and you most definitely want to maintenance it. And you can tell the difference in maintenance. And those situations that we were just speaking about the cracks and the discoloration that comes from not staying up on the maintenance. But when you provide the regularly, some people do it yearly, which is not always necessary, but every 2 years, every 2 to 3 years keeps you um, keeps you in a good standing on your driveway.
And how have you trained your crews to share the same values that you have as the owner?
I've been blessed to have my sons started off with me, my nephews. So they're intertwined in it, and then the people who that have joined the team, they've understood what the purpose is. It's just customer satisfaction is number one, and that's the rule of thumb. That's I'm a stickler on that. It's not how we think the job is supposed to be. We have to, it has to be said by who we're working for. That they're happy.
Yeah. I think that is number one is having not only a crew that cares more than you do, but is actually there to take care of the customer and go the extra mile of like, hey, like I'm gonna do things to stand out, not just get the job done.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what it's about. We have to go the extra mile. If it costs us, we'll do it.
And what role does integrity play in your business operations?
It's the number one factor. You can't get business if that's not the foundation. So integrity would probably be the first building brick, and then learning and research on how to become better. Everything plays off of that, but integrity is the cornerstone of what we do.
And is that something that you really had before you started like the business of like, hey, I want to build this business with integrity, or is this something that you kind of you just like naturally did when you started it?
Yeah, it's kind of like in the memory of my late mother. I just she was such a great person, and she was starting to see it flourish, and she just she couldn't see it get to where we are now. So those were some of the things, those are the things that inspire us. And I just wanted to be able to say, you know I, and I thank you, man, for being able to say this and mention her, because who I am is her. My mom really was a great person, man, and she poured into my cup often, man, and it feels good to be able to give her credit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And do you think, with your mom looking down on you, do you think she'll be proud of the things that you're building?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely, man. Yep. Yep. I can hear her. Yeah, I can hear her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear her and see her smile, man. And that's why I say thank you, man, because I get to mention,
Yeah.
that's what I do it for, to show that, we want to show that, our values and values, and today, everything that we see today with the lack of, it's good to just be a part of something that puts values first. And I know you, and I know if people don't know, I'm here to let them know that, I know that for sure, that you guys stand on
Thank you.
integrity, values, and you guys are really looking to look out for the customer, and that's easy to align with, because that's exactly what we're about.
Yeah. And you've been running your business for 10 years.
This will be the 15th season. We're
That's
going into the
amazing.
yeah.
Congrats on
Thank you,
that.
man. Appreciate it.
In 10 more years, where do you see Will's asphalt ceiling being and aspiring to be?
Um, God willing, you know, um, continuing to grow, being able to employ more people, help them achieve the things they are, and to be more philanthropic, be able to help in areas where there's need for our help.
And you also mentioned that your sons work for you.
Yes.
What advantage do you think your sons have, not only obviously building and working like in the business with you, but just being able to share in something that you're so passionate about?
Um, Work ethic. Well, first, I would say mannerisms, just being mannerable, kind, considerate, um, and just, the again, that old fashioned traditional value of hard work, do what you say you're gonna do. Yep,
I have two more questions for you.
not a problem.
If you could have dinner with two people, one person from the past
Wow.
and one person from the present, who would it be and why?
Okay. If I could meet someone from the past, I would say maybe one of my oldest ancestors, my great 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 grandfather, just to pick his brain, man. That's you don't have it. Not a lot of people, know the value of sitting, with our elders
Yeah.
and getting that knowledge. And yeah, so it will most definitely be someone from my lineage to know more about myself and to continue to have something to continue to grow on. Um, and as far as you say the future,
The present.
the present, who would I like to sit down with? Oh man, good question, man. Um, I would say someone like Warren Buffett. Yeah, someone like Warren Buffett, man. Someone, let's say Warren Buffett, someone successful in business, um, been there, done it. Can tell me made mistakes and can expound on those mistakes on why not to make them. So yeah, I would love to talk to him and curve some of the mistakes uh,
Yeah.
moving forward, and trying to profit out here.
And I have a bonus question. Obviously, with your mom impacting your life the way she did, if you could say one thing to her, what would you want to say to her?
Man, I miss her so much. Yeah, I miss her and thank her. Just I miss you, thank you, and words really can't even explain. Yeah.
One more question for you. Why did you decide to partner with us and offer the discounts?
Again, man, great. You guys are great people first. And I know that from being able to see, knowing you, watching what you do. Again, it's been a pleasure to know your mom, man. You know what I'm saying? So I know, where you get it from. I know who you are. And again, you guys are looking out for the customers. And that's what everything we do is customer satisfaction. So whether I can help you or not, I want to make sure I can point you in the right direction for you to get that help. And now I can actually do that if you don't, for everything people may need outside of asphalt, we have, I
Yes.
have referrals for them through Digi discounts.
Yes. Well, Will, we appreciate you putting your trust in us early and just thank you for everything. That's all the questions I have for you. How can people find you guys? And what is one thing you want to leave people with?
Believe in yourself. Follow your dreams, man, and just live your life. You can find us at willseal419.com, willseal419 at gmail.com, and Will's Asphalt Seal Facebook, and you can give us a call at Will's Asphalt Seal 419-902-6520.
Perfect. Well, Will, thanks for coming on, Matt.
It's a pleasure.